Hello everyone, I am Aswani, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE AIML at MLR Institute of Technology. Welcome back another session of Artificial Intelligence. In today's session, we will continue the basics of Prolog. In previous sessions, we have already started basics of Prolog. We have seen the how to write knowledge base and what are the facts, rules and queries. These are the basic building blocks of the Prolog. Prolog is especially designed for artificial intelligence. Okay, so in this session, we are going to see the applications and representation of Prolog programming. Let's see the applications of Prolog. So the Prolog is used in various fields. Some of them are intelligent database retrieval, natural language understanding, specification language, machine learning, robot planning, automation system, and problem solving. So intelligent database retrieval. For example, if you take expert systems, in that already some of the symptoms are placed into the database. Whenever we will ask the query to the expert system, then based upon that symptoms, it will give the disease name. For example, in the database, it is already stored some cough, headache, and temperature. Then whenever user asks the disease, so it will ask you the question like, do you have cough, do you have headache, do you have temperature? Then it will search in the database what kind of disease it is. Then it will give the disease name as a fever. So intelligent database retrieval, it will store the symptoms into the database. Based upon the symptoms, it will give the disease. Fever is the disease name. Okay, the next one is natural language understanding. So this is used to understand the human language also naturally. For example, if you take Siri, Alexa, then voice assistants, whenever you speak Alexa, play some music, then it will start playing the music by analyzing or processing the human language, and it will retrieve the data. Next one is specification language. Means it will assist the behavior of the software. For example, if you take airline traffic, whenever it will check for the weather condition and runway, then only it will update the pilot that okay, it is fine, you can land. Like that, it will give the specification to that system software. Next one is machine learning. So it will observe the patterns and experiences, and it will learn that model, and next it will exhibit the behavior of that particular model. For example, if you take any task, first it will observe the patterns and experience previous experiences. From that it will learn, and it will trying to solve the task given by the user. The next one is the robot planning. So, for example, if you take the cleaning robot, then first it will check for the route path for the entire home, for example. Then if any obstacle is found in front of that robot, then it will trying to take a next path. It won't stuck in that area. It will goes to the next location to clean that entire home. So before starting itself, we need to clear all those things. If you forgot, then it will take the next turn to clean the next area. The next one is automation system. In this means, for example, the lights. Whenever you enter into the lights, then it will sense that some human people are there around that lights. Then it will turn on. If the people are not around that lights, then it will turn off based upon the people surrounded to that lights. Then it will turn off and on automatically. Next one is problem solving. The Prolog is used in problem solving also, such as puzzle or shortest route. So there are some complex problems also solved by using the Prolog. These are the various applications, various fields which are used the Prolog. Next, representation. In the previous session already we have seen what are the guidelines to write the facts into the database. We'll see how it will retrieve the data from the database. So here we will declare some facts in the database, that is called as knowledge base. Both are similar only, database and knowledge base. In the database it will store the data in the form of tables, but whereas in the knowledge base it will be in the declarative statements, conditionally or unconditionally true based upon the scenarios and rules. So these facts constitute the knowledge base of the system. We can query against the knowledge base. Whenever user queries to the knowledge based upon the knowledge base, if the data is present in the knowledge base, the specific data, then it returns the positive, otherwise it returns the false. That is what the second point is. Query is already in the knowledge base or it is implied by knowledge base, otherwise we get output as negative. If it is present, then the output is positive. If it is not present, then the output is negative. So knowledge base can be considered similar to database, against which we can query. Prolog facts are expressed in definite pattern. There is no such kind of only in this pattern only we have to write like that. There is no such like that. We will write the statements in as a facts. So facts contain entities and their relations. Already yesterday we have seen lazy, Pratyusha. So the lazy is the property or relationship, and the entity means the object is the Pratyusha, which are separated with the commas also within the parenthesis. So we will write like this: girl, Lily. So Lily is a girl, girl is a property, Lily is an object. Next, for example, if you want to write another thing, friends, Raju, comma, Ravi. So how we can read this statement? Raju and Ravi are friends. Like that, based upon the scenario, the rules will be changes whenever we are reading that statement. So the relation is expressed at the start and outside the parenthesis like this. Friends is the relation, Raju and Ravi are the objects or entities. Every fact or rule ends with a dot. Definitely it should end with the period. So a typical Prolog facts are the examples. The format is relation, object 1 or entity 1, comma entity 2, and so on. Kth entity, we can separate all these entities with the comma separator. Okay, let's see the example. So the first statement, second and third, like that we can write in the knowledge base. How we can read these statements, how we can pose the query against this knowledge is like this. The facts can be interpreted as, or we can read like that: Raju and Mahesh are friends. Raju and Mahesh are friends. Next, Sonu is a singer. 5 is a odd number. Like that we can read that facts or statements. Next, let's see the one example program. So in this example program, we need to find out the max and minimum of two numbers. So the property find max x comma y comma x. If this is the if symbol implied by, or next symbol we can call it as x is greater than equal to y, then x will be printed. If x is less than y, then y will be printed. In the similar way, find min x comma y comma x. X is less than equal to y, then x will be printed. X is greater than y, then y will be printed. Let's execute the program. Start a SVI interpreter, SVI Prolog. Okay, first we need to write the program by taking the new editor. Okay, just I am copying the program. Max.pl already existed, so I'll give max1.pl. Okay, now copy the program, Control V. After copying, each and every statement must and should end with the dot, compile, Control C, Control B. Okay, so now our database is saved, knowledge base is saved. go to interpreter and query. Find max 10, 20, x. Then x equal to 20. So it will check comparison like what we have written. 10, 20, x. X is the variable name. So x is greater than equal to y. 10 is greater than equal to y. So it will display the x. How it will give? Let's see. 10, 20. 10 is less than 20. So it will display the 20 based upon the condition what we have written in the max. So it will display that value. If x is greater than equal to y, then it will goes to the next value. X is less than y. So it will display the y value. What is the y value? 20. So it will display 20 as the output. In the similar way, find min 10, 20, x dot. Then 10. Again it will check the condition written inside the max.pl. 10, 20, x. 10 is less than equal to y. Then it will display the x. If it is 20, 10, then again it will comes to the next line to check for the condition. If it is true, then it will give the y value. Okay. So in this way we will write the condition statements also in the Prolog programming. Look at the output here. Find max 100, 200, max. Max is the variable name. So whatever result is there, that will be placed into the max here. Next, find min 40, 10, min. Then what is the minimum value? That minimum value will be placed into the min variable. So in this session, we have seen the various applications of the Prolog. What are the applications? And next, we have seen representation and the structure, how to write the Prolog simple program. And we have seen one example, max and min example. Okay. Thank you.